Hello students, I wish you all very happy and enthusiastic day. We have already discussed about the verb tenses and time in the first part of the video. We have discussed the forms of verbs. Okay, in different tenses, the forms of verb we have discussed. Today we are going to discuss about the uses of tenses in means various tenses. What are their uses? Today we'll discuss in the second part of this video verb, tenses, and time. So be ready for that and learn it thoroughly. So see students over here, simple present tense will discuss the functions of simple present tense. We know simple present tense, subject plus first form of verb. It used to indicate habitual action, to show the habitual action. For example, how do you travel to school? So here, simple present tense is used, which indicates the habitual action. Then, next example, you can go through uh, that truths of general nature. So, next use is truth of general nature, means whatever the universal truth that is indicated by using simple present tense. The sun rises in the east. So whatever the general things, those we express using simple present tense. Then there comes assured future events. Suppose some future event is assured. For example, the president leaves for Mumbai tomorrow. The president leaves for Mumbai tomorrow means it is assured news. Actually, future is indicated over here by using this your simple present tense. So you must have understood the uses of simple present tense. By simple present tense, we show habitual action, then truths of general nature we show, then assure. Future means future can also be indicated by using simple present tense. Now you will get the idea. Then simple past tense, a complete action, complete action. The suppose some action is completed, okay, often using a time maker. Okay, often using a time maker. For example, you can take that example that mother came home last night. So mother came home last night. Came. This is second form of verb which is used after subject mother. So it's simple past tense which indicates the complete action. Then another use to show habits in the past. When I was younger, I went to the park every Saturday. I subject went, uh, first part, that is the past form of verb, means second v2 is used. It is a simple past tense which indicates the habits in the past. Then polite request and questions can be asked using simple past tense. For example, i uh, I wanted to ask you for a small favor, in that way. Then we are going towards the uses of present continuous tense. If we'll discuss the uses of present continuous tense, see here, an ongoing action at the exact time of speaking or general present. Suppose some action is going on, to indicate that action we use present continuous tense. I am drinking coffee. So action is going on. So to indicate that we use present continuous tense. Then an action that is certain to take place in the future. See, future again is indicated or expressed by using present continuous tense. For example, we are going on vacation next week. See here, are going is, this is the form of verb which is in present continuous, but it indicates the future action. So, dear students, you have to try to understand the different functions or uses of these various tenses. We'll go towards the next part. Further, we'll go towards past continuous tense. Past continuous tense is used to show an action that started in the past and went on for a while. Suppose some action was going on in the past. To indicate that action, we use past continuous tense. For example, she was studying all night. Then another function of past continuous tense is to an action that was going on at the point being talked about. So whatever the point of past we are talking about, suppose the action was going on at that time, then also we use past continuous tense. For example, she was cooking when I called her this morning. Means at the point of particular happening, when she was called, at that time she was cooking. So she was cooking means to which form of past, was or were, plus ing form of verb that indicates past continuous tense. Then continuing action while narrating a story. The queen was sitting on her throne. So suppose some narration is going on of a story, and suppose you wish to show some ongoing action at that time, we use past continuous tense. Very simply, dear students, you have to understand, when we wish to show some action which was going on in the past, we use past continuous tense. Okay. Then there comes present perfect. Uses of present perfect or functions of present perfect. An action completed in the immediate past. Suppose recently some action has been completed. So try to understand. There is slight difference in between simple past and this present perfect tense. Present perfect we use when recently some action is over. For example, I have completed my homework. Have completed. Have or has plus third form of verb. It indicates present perfect tense. Means your action of completing homework is just now completed. Therefore, we have used present perfect. So an action completed in the immediate past. Immediate past means recently. For example, she has gone to the market. Means just she has gone to the market. Then a complete action with no known time of completion. Suppose there is no perfect time about the completion of action, then we use present perfect tense. For example, I have finished the painting. He has informed his parents. These are the examples. Then an action that started in the past and still continuing. Suppose some action has started in the past and still continuing still. Sometime we use this present perfect. Try to understand. She has taught here for 30 years. She has taught. Actually, we use past perfect continuous also in this case, but present perfect continuous we use, but present perfect can also be used to show such action. Then we'll go towards the next, past perfect. Okay. So uh, past perfect tense will discuss about. See here, uses of past perfect. An action completed before another when both took place in the past. Suppose two actions are taken place in the past. So whichever action is happened earlier, we use past perfect tense for that, and whichever is happened afterwards, we use simple past for that. For example, the match had started when it started raining. So the starting of the match happened earlier. Therefore, we have used had started, means past perfect tense is used, and raining has started afterwards. Therefore, we have used simple past tense over there, started only. Okay. Then a past action in the reported speech. In the indirect speech, to indicate the past action, we use past perfect tense. Mukul said, I met Sam. So it will be changed into indirect speech or reported speech in this way. Mukul said that he had met Sam. Okay. Then we'll go towards the next part, that is present perfect continuous tense. Okay. So, what is the use of present perfect continuous tense? An action that began in the past and is still going on. Suppose you wish to indicate some action which had begun in the past and still is going on. We use present perfect continuous tense. We have been studying for 2 hours now. So you have already studied and you are studying. So it has already happened and is going on. Therefore, we use present perfect continuous tense in this case. Then past perfect continuous tense. Okay, past perfect continuous tense, an action that was going on for a period of time in the past and is related to another action that happened in the past. For example, I had been watching TV all morning and ended up with the headache. So suppose some action which was going on in the past and still continued, then we use this means in past, suppose that action was continued and it was started in the past and still was continued in the past, then past perfect continuous is used in that case. Now we'll discuss about the uses of simple future action that are yet to take place or will take place in the immediate future, intention or promise. Suppose some action which will be taken place in future, to indicate that or to express that action, simple future is used. For example, we will meet the principal later today, or I will help you. So this is the action or promise which will happen in future. For that, simple future tense is used. Then future continuous tense, an action that will be going on in future. Okay. Suppose some action will be going on in future. For that, we use future continuous tense. I will be performing at the stadium tomorrow. Will be performing. Will, shall plus be an ing form of verb, that is future continuous. So another function of future continuous is an action that will happen as planned or expected. Suppose some action is expected, then we use this future continuous tense, that we will be reaching your place in an hour. Suppose which is the certain, the thing which is certain to happen. So we will be reaching your place in an hour. To indicate that, we use future continuous tense. Then future perfect, an action that will be completed before or by a specific time in future. Suppose uh, at uh, at a particular time in future, a specific action would have been completed. In that case, we use future perfect tense. For example, by morning, all the water will have leak out of the tank. Then future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense, an action that will continue in the future up to the certain point. Suppose in future some action would have been continue, means will start in future and will be continue in future. To indicate such action, we use future perfect continuous tense. For example, by the end of week, he will have been teaching for 2 months. He will have been teaching for 2 months. Means he would he will have taught as well as he will be teaching. Both the things means in future action would will have been completed, as well as in future the same action will be going on. To indicate that, we use future perfect continuous tense. So dear students, I hope you must have understood the uses of tenses. Just go through this video and just refer your text also, so that it will be easier for you to understand various functions of tenses. Tenses is very much important point very much important unit, we can say grammatical unit. If you wish to have command over grammar of this English language, you must have command on tenses, which is very much important. So I hope you will do the same. Thank you very much. Once again, I shall come to give you more ideas about grammar in the next session. Till the time, goodbye.